On the live stream. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Night Zero call, our first ever Night Zero call for Paradox the Shadow Games. This first off, want to thank every single one of y'all for agreeing to carve out a nice chunk of your lives to hang out with us and to play this game. We are very confident and very hopeful that we've created a season and a nice little playhouse for y'all to tell whatever story the 18 of you are going to tell because y'all are the ones that are cooking here. We're just giving you the ingredients here. So we are very excited to see how this is going to go, how things are going to play out, how this group of people are going to mesh and all of that. And at the end of this, one of you is going to find out better than the rest how to get your way to the top and how to become the master of games here. So, but before we do any of that, we have to get through all the super fun housekeeping stuff that we've all been there before, we've all heard it, but it bears repeating sometimes. So, gonna pass things over. Well, before I begin though, we conspicuous by their absence here are the other members of Prod. Mira's job, unfortunately, said no, you're stuck here tonight. Wheeze is having electrical issues, and Zeb is just out and about with a prior engagement. So you are stuck with Sean and I tonight. We apologize in advance for that, but we will do our best. So I will pass things to Sean real quick to go over a general overview of what we're dealing with here.
Not me being double muted. But yeah, no, Mike said it perfectly. Thank you all for again for playing. Yeah, the boring stuff. Um, Paradox follows a format of Big Brother. If that's not self-explanatory. So the conduct, all players are expected to uphold a respectful enforcement like attitude throughout the game. So please play fun, have fun, and don't be mean. Um, Obviously, anything such as harassment, bullying, or personal attacks will not be tolerated. Excessive, inappropriate, or offensive language. Sharing private messages or game-related screenshots is not tolerated as well. Discussing production decisions outside of this designated channels is also not tolerated. Any form of cheating, including pre-game alliances that disrupt the fairness of play, will not be tolerated. If you feel that this section of the rules has been breached, please let production know, and we will figure that out. We are going by a three strike system. How will you earn strikes? Basically, a no call, no show in a challenge. Um, if you didn't inform production prior to the challenge that you won't be able to do it, then that is a strike. Um, Failure to submit in your production chat is a strike. Not pre-voting, followed by not attending the eviction, or in this case, I forgot what it's called. Mike will explain that later. Um,
The banishments.
Yes, that. And then no activity in your pod chat for the entire cycle of a round. Communication with production is key. We'll try to maintain communication with y'all in your production chats, like just updating y'all, like how y'all doing, all that fun stuff, to see how y'all doing in the game. Um, there's also times that you'll need like questions that need to be answered. So feel free to ask your production chats and we'll answer that for you in there. Um, and then yeah. There are different, obviously, there's different chats in this game. First things first, your prod chat, which includes all production and yourself. Prod chat guests, you guys will get one prod chat guest, and your guest cannot be in multiple prod chats. The announcement chat where we will all post game announcements. The house chat that explanatory. You got your one-on-one chats that will be given to y'all later. And then alliance chats. Alliance chats, you'll be asked in your pod chats if you want to create one at a member production. We'll make it for you. Your alliance chat needs to be named in order to earn your alliance VC. Diary rooms. Diary rooms are not mandatory in this case. Confessionals, since I haven't seen a Big Brother org in such a long time, so I'm used to saying confessionals. Um, they're not mandatory, but if you like to make them, we love to see the insights of your gameplay and see what's going on in your game. VLDRs, if y'all don't know what they are, I'm pretty sure y'all already do. Um, those will be sent out to the VL just to like see where the VL is coming from in your game planning. But with that being said, we're gonna go back to Mike because he will explain the next part.
All right, so the next part will be the comp and eviction process. So we have the challenges broken down into some different sections. There will be non-live challenges, which will just have a deadline for you to submit whatever we would need for that, which will be submitted in your prod chat prior to the deadline, as per what Sean had said. Failure to either not communicate to prod that you're abstaining from the competition or that you are not able to participate prior to the deadline will result in a strike. So we will have that one. We will have semi-live challenges, which will require you to schedule a time with a prod member to do the challenge one-on-one. And then live challenges, which prior to that, we will let you know ahead of time when we are doing one. We will post a poll and majority will rule, unfortunately. If it is a challenge, a live challenge that can be done earlier, we can definitely try to arrange that as best we can with y'all, and so on and so forth with that. And then the eviction ceremony, as we will be calling it, the banishment ceremony, we will, after going through the HOH comp, the veto, whoever is still on the block, we will be setting a deadline for votes to be in. You can change your vote how many times you wish. You can post in your project how many times you wish, but prior to the deadline, we will be asking you to lock it in permanently for then. And if we do not receive a vote for you, as again Sean said, we will be receiving a strike, 3 strikes, and you are out. So, and tiebreakers in the event, as per the rules of usual Big Brother, in the event that there is a tie for banishment, it will go to that turn, that round's HOH to break the tie and send that player on their way. And post elimination, you will be sent to either one of two designated chats, depending on how you place in the game. We will have the pre-jury chat where you will be sent there just to kind of hang out and chill. You will not be added back to the viewers lounge until the season is completed. So you'll just be hanging out in pre-jury land then. And then we will have the jury chat, which will be again, so we will sequester the jurors prior to the final eviction ceremony where we crown a winner, where you'll just hang out, discuss the game prior to round table then, and then we will be looking for a vote for the winner at the end of the season. And just one more thing to add for the rules then, screenshots and spy shacking. I think Sean might have mentioned screenshots, but no sharing screenshots from one chat to another, and no spy shacking at any point in this game. And what, for those that don't know what that means, that would be if I'm on a call with Sean on my phone, I can't also be on a call with Zeb and allow him to listen in just to gain any type of unfair advantage during the game. So, you want me to do the terminology, Sean? Okay. So kind of sticking with the Yu-Gi-Oh theme, just wanted to put a little Yu-Gi-Oh twist on typical Big Brother terms, so just so you're all aware what the hell I'm talking about when we do. We will be using these more familiar Yu-Gi-Oh terms to describe certain aspects of the game. HOH, we will be using the term Deck Master for. So instead of HOH, you will be competing for the title of Deck Master. Instead of nominating people, you will be offering them up as tributes. As per normal in the Yu-Gi-Oh game, you'll be offered up as a tribute for banishment. Instead of calling y'all house guests, you probably have already seen, we will be calling you duelists because it's just more fun that way. It sounds more badass, honestly, so I just kind of like it better. And then for the veto, we will be calling that the shield. As per the one card Millennium Shield, we will be using that term. And instead of evictions, as I've already said, we will be calling that banishment. So you will be voting to banish someone out of the Paradox house. So, trying to think what we have next. I think it's just the season twist, right, Sean? All right. So to give y'all a little take, we do have an advantage board this game, which is a grid-based picture, which we will post in the announcements chat either at some point tonight or tomorrow. We will not be opening the board for guessing until the first comp starts tomorrow. So tonight's just kind of a hang out, get to know each other, chill out, just vibe out tonight before the chaos really starts. The way it will work is you'll have to ping a member of prod prior to your guess. You can only guess one time per day. The clock will reset at midnight Eastern Standard Time each day. You will ping a member of prod prior to making your guess for that day. Wait for us to get to you and respond, and then you will make that guess for the day. In the event that you try to kind of hack the system there, make multiple guesses that will result on an automatic strike. Then, so one guess per day, no ifs, ands, or buts, unless I don't know somehow otherwise, but there's really not. And the main twist of the season that we'll be going with in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh, as some of you know and some of that don't, there are five very specific cards that in the event that you are able to get all five of them in your hand at one time, you will automatically win the game. And those are the five pieces of Exodia, the Forbidden One. So in this game, one of you, I mean, all of you will start with one piece of Exodia, and those five pieces are the head, the right arm, the right leg, the left arm, and the left leg. So at random, each one of you will be receiving a piece of Exodia. You can give it to whoever, you can hang on to it, you can tell people, you can not tell people. I don't really care what you do with it. But it's your goal to at some point collect all five of the pieces of Exodia. You can get them from either finding them on the advantage board, or in the event that you are banished from the game, you will be required to bequeath your piece to another player in the game. In the event that you're holding more than one piece, you can either give all of your pieces to another player, or you can split it depending on the number of pieces that you have. So if you have four and you want to spread the love and give them to four people, by all means, I'm not going to stop you. But in the event you are banished and we don't hear from you within 24 hours of your eviction, we will randomize where your piece is going, and it will not be public knowledge where your piece is going. So all we'll just confirm that it went somewhere, and that's on y'all to figure that out. The first player to get all five pieces of Exodia will receive. You won't automatically win the game like the card game, but you will receive a power in the game, let's just say. So that is the main twist. We will give you the one thing we will do tonight is we will give you your piece of Exodia a little bit after the night zero call. So any anything else, Sean?
Yeah, back to the advantages for the advantage board, we're running it through Carlbot, right? So please read the rules, and if you do have any questions, we're here to help.
And if you do receive a power at any point, you have questions about how to use it, when to use it, if we're not clear, look, any of y'all that have been around me long enough knows that, typing and grammar and clear, it's not my strong suit. So we might have fucked some up. So let us know. So in the meantime, like we said tonight, just kind of hang out. We will make your one-on-one chats earlier. If you see a one-on-one chat that you are not supposed to see, or a VC you're not supposed to see, please let us know. And before you go, just want to announce the first comp for tomorrow. It is an org classic. It is a scavenger hunt, but has a little twist on it as opposed to giving you this big list of things to find. We're gonna do a little bit of a twist on it. So we will start it. You will see a channel called the Dueling Arena. This is where any comps will take place. So we will put y'all in there then. So starting at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, Carlbot will put the first prompt in there, and every hour on the hour, Carlbot will put another prompt in there. So it's beginning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. The first prompt will go. The first player to get that will move on to the second session. We will continue the first process for 8 hours. So 8 people will move on to the next section. From there, we will trim it down to 4. From there, we'll trim it down to 2. And from there, we'll have one player left from there. So it's kind of more of a first to find as opposed to a long-winded scavenger hunt. And if you have any questions about that, I'll post the rules for it in a little bit, especially for those who couldn't be here. So just kind of those first 8 items in that first 8 hours, just be one of the first people to find that and just continue that process. And by the end of the day tomorrow, we will have our first deck master. So any questions, feel free to reach out to myself or any member of Prod, and let's just have fun. Let's make this a season to remember because it's my first time doing this. I don't want to fuck anything up. So, like, love y'all. Be good. We'll get you in your one-on-one soon. Sean, if you have anything else, we can let him go.
Yeah. One last thing. Treat Carlbot with a lot of patience when it comes to the comp. That's all I'm gonna say.
Please. And follow the prompts accordingly because we don't have to want to make a judgment call on it if anything's not clear. So just try to follow the prompts as directly as you can. So love y'all. And to quote my little brother Zeb, now scram.